And good evening. We're back. I'm back, and today we'll be flying from. We're in Christchurch, New Zealand, and we'll be flying from Christchurch to Wellington. So it's a 34-minute flight, a very short flight, and we're flying as Air New Zealand flight 384. I took this flight number from flightaware.com. It's a real life flight between the two airports, and we're in the South Island and we'll be going to the North Island. So it's a very short trip, and we'll be carrying 140 passengers, and I haven't seen the fuel how much. We'll be cruising at an altitude of 23,000 feet, although there won't be much of a cruise, as we'll be descending pretty soon. As soon as we reach the cruise altitude, we'll be about to descend. I mean, we'll be reaching the top of descent. Yeah. So we're on Vatsim, but there's no ATC, and as you can see, the airport is also empty. Yeah, there's a haze, a bit of a haze. So in the southern hemisphere, it's winters these days, so it's pretty cold out there. Right, let's just get into the cockpit. Let me turn on the electricals. There we go, self-test in progress. Here. Yeah, that's because I set the sim time to daytime. That's why this gets confused, because the sim reflight plan is according to the UTC, the real UTC time, and I've set the sim time to like 10 a.m. 11, yeah, almost 11 a.m. Okay, so it's done its self-test. Go up. Emergency exit. Lights to arm. Crew supply. Ground control. CVR test. Very faint beep. Okay. RS1 on battery. RS2 on battery. Let it extinguish. RS3 on battery, and it extinguishes. We can do the APU fire test. Done. Might as well do the engine fire test. Done. Engine 2. Also done. And we can, as bright, enunciators lights are bright. Overhead panel slightly, dome light, do we need a dome light? I don't think so. Right. Here we can make the PFD a bit brighter, and the E-cams. Yeah, the radio, RMPs. One two two decimal 8, 121, good, done. Right. Twen 2.3 tons of cargo, 140 passengers, and 6.1 tons of fuel. Yeah. Below the aircraft.
Refueling truck is on its way. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
All right. Message. Zero fuel weight is 557.5.
Fuel truck is in position.
Ladies and
Please
gentlemen,
don't
good
load
morning. Welcome
aircraft
on
until
board
the
for your
fuel
comfort
truck
and safety.
arrives
Ensure
and
you've
ask
stowed
to
your
do
cabin
it.
bag or driver into the overhead lockers are under the seat. The front of you. Thanks for joining us so promptly. Just waiting on the last few customers to join us. In the meantime, please sit back, relax. Great to have you with us.
Passengers boarding starting.
They'll be coming, barging through these closed doors.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, welcome on board for your comfort and safety. Ensure you have stowed your cabin baggage either into the overhead lockers or under the seat in front of you. Thanks for joining us so promptly, just waiting on the last few customers to join us. In the meantime, please sit back, relax, great to have you with us.
Okay, no wire. Let's have a look at the charts. So we got a Marga, we got a deep. What do we have? Marga. And we got plan mode. Seems to be fine. It's raining now. Let's see, that takes care of the flight plan. It's a long taxi. We're taxi Alpha 20.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome on board for your comfort and safety. Ensure you've stowed your cabin baggage either into the overhead lockers or under the seat in front of you. Thanks for joining us so promptly. Just waiting on the last few customers to join us. In the meantime, please sit back, relax. Great to have you with us.
We're facing south east. I think passengers are loaded. Turn on the APU. Master switch on. 1, 2, 3. There we go, APU available. And we can start the chrono for 3 minutes before turning on the bleeds. Right. Back to the MCDU. Right. Flight plan down. Secondary flight plan. Copy the actor, but I'm not doing any engine on 6. Right now. Progress. We'll just add the departing runway. Perf page. Right on time.
Flight attendants go to your door. Good morning everyone, as the aircraft door is now closed, ensure your seatbelt is fastened. Approved lightweight handheld electronic devices may be used at any time. Ensure these are now switched to flight mode. Although Wi-Fi is not available on this aircraft, you're welcome to use Bluetooth, so after selecting flight mode, turn Bluetooth on. Flight attendants, check all doors closed.
Right. Two minutes. That's a bit too high. Sunbrief gave us a very high altitude for cruising. next step. Since we have AP available, we can get rid of the ground power and ground services, GPU off. That's pretty fast. And now for the performance. Runway is a bit wet, I guess. Why isn't it syncing the load sheet? Or what happened? What's wrong? It's not syncing the load sheet. Okay, strange. I'll just add the gross weight, 63.6 and 30.8. Supposed to be syncing the load sheet. Okay, we've got a V speeds 132, 146 and 147. It's 8 degrees outside, below 10, and although it's not freezing, it's just raining. It's not icing conditions, is it? No. So I don't need to do the anti-icing or de-icing. So, right. Thrust acceleration, thrust reduction. Let's send it to the MCDU. And there we have it. Flaps 1. Trim is down by 0.5. Flex is 67 degrees. That's it. Turn on the backs. Sorry, AP bleed. And should I turn on the probe window heat on or not? It's not snowing, is it? It stopped raining also. What if I took off with anti-ice on? Engine on, right? It's 131, 146, 147. Okay. Send that to MCD. 61. Right. Can I take off with the anti-ice on? I don't know. Let me know if anyone's watching. So, reset the chrono and call for the pushback.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Alright.
Locking gear.
Christchurch traffic, New Zealand 384 at gate 18, pushing back Christchurch traffic. Right. We'll be facing northeast on taxi alpha, northeast or north. Yeah, northeast. Northeast.
Release parking brakes, please.
Just a minute. Beacon lights on. No. And parking brakes off.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Flight attendants, arm your door.
Oh, I was doing that. Engine 2. Sorry.
Aircraft Hannah, my fellow in-flight service manager. She is helping us out here from Auckland, and we have Miranda, and working beside me in the front of the aircraft I have Kate. And it is my pleasure on behalf of your team to welcome you all aboard this Air New Zealand Star Alliance flight. Civil aviation rules require that you comply with all crew instructions and signs while on board this aircraft. To prepare for takeoff, you must now stow your tray table. Ensure your seat back is upright, your armrests are lowered, your window shades are open. It's securely fastened. If you're travelling with little ones, please be mindful of little fingers and toes when stowing equipment at your seat. We're about to explain the safety procedures for this aircraft. Smoking and vaping is not allowed anywhere on board, including the lavatories. Charging e-cigarettes is also prohibited. Headphones connected to personal electronic devices must be removed now. It is important that you give us your full attention, even if you fly with us often. Thanks team, to your safety briefing position.
Please set parking brakes.
Set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Rudders, check, engine, check. You guys ready? Take off. Yeah. Are you lost, little guy?
Kia ora, Jamie. We hear you found a tucker here.
Yeah, he needs a safe place to live.
Well, New Zealand's wildlife is super important to us. We fly
Oh,
thousands of
fine,
native birds to sanctuaries all over the country. Conservation.
But Mr. T doesn't know how to fly.
In that case, we're gonna need your help.
Cockpit to ground.
Come on, Mr. T.
We have a good engine start.
You ready?
You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Over to you guys.
Thanks, Janie. Kia ora and welcome aboard this Air New Zealand flight. It's important you obey your crew member instructions, placards and illuminated signs.
All loose items should be stowed in the overhead locker or under the seat in front of you.
If the seatbelt sign lights up, return to your seat and buckle up. Seatbelts fit low and tight across your hips. Keep them on throughout the flight. If you need to get up, simply lift the lever like so.
If an emergency were to happen during takeoff or landing, tighten your seatbelts and place your forehead against the seat in front. Put your feet back and firmly on the floor and hold your lower legs. If there's no seat in front of you or it's too far away, put one hand over the other on top of your head, elbows on either side of your legs,
Tow
feet
truck
back and firmly on
disconnected.
the floor.
Taka here
Bypass
almost
pin
extinct,
removed.
Mr. T. We'll find you somewhere safe, like the Murchison Mountains.
Left is clear,
It's one
right
of
is
only a
clear.
few places in the world where you'll find.
You are seated? Just breathe normally. Make sure you've got your own mask on before helping children or those less able.
Wait for me! Bye! There's now over 400 Taka
Have a good
here,
trip.
thanks to
Thank
places
you.
like Tiri Matangi. It's a breeding
All right.
sanctuary.
You might be
Thanks,
Mrs. T. Or Mr. T. Your life jacket is within easy reach. It's located under your seat. They're easy to fasten sitting down. Just rip back the tag, place it over your head, clip the straps together and tighten. Only pull on the red tab to inflate after you've exited the aircraft. For more inflation, blow into the mouthpiece.
We've got life jackets for all sizes, even infants.
If we need to evacuate the aircraft, emergency escape path lighting will show you the way to the exit.
Trim set.
Your crew are now pointing out your exits. They could
Flight
be behind
controls.
you. Count the rows to your nearest
Forward.
exit.
Neutral.
If we do need to evacuate,
Back.
leave your bags
Neutral.
behind.
What about Sanctuary Mountain, Maungatautari?
Just like our sanctuaries, smoking is not allowed anywhere on this flight, including the lavatories. Using and charging e-cigarettes is also
Yes.
prohibited.
Lightweight handheld electronic devices can be used at any time, but must be switched to flight mode first. Wi-Fi is not available
Flight
on this
control
aircraft,
check
but feel
done.
free to use Bluetooth. Please switch to flight mode first, then turn on Bluetooth.
Alright.
For more information, ask your flight attendant. And remember, cellular
X-Lace
functions
on.
must remain off at all times. Ensure handheld devices are secured in your hand, in your clothing, or seat pocket. Stow larger items in the overhead locker or in a bag underneath the seat in front. If you lose your device in the seat, please call your flight attendant for help. For more information, have a look at the safety card in the seat pocket in front
Christchurch
of you.
traffic,
Ask your flight
New Zealand
attendant.
384, taxiing runway 20 by Alpha and Alpha 2.
We can't wait for Mr. T to meet us
Christchurch
new
traffic.
I'll miss you too, Mr. T.
To all our passengers, feathered and human, thanks for flying Air New Zealand.
Let's keep working together to protect our beautiful Aotearoa.
So, where to next? Everyone, buckle up.
Thank you, flight attendants. You must now be seated for takeoff.
Hello.
Cabin's ready, guys. 153 on board.
taxing too fast. Need to brake down. Need to brake. Christchurch traffic and New Zealand 384 holding short runway 20 Christchurch traffic. Christchurch traffic, New Zealand 384, lining up runway 20, Christchurch traffic. Here we go. Somebody in the chat. Oh, welcome back, Mr. Random Cabbage. Thank you, thank you. I hope it's a good day, and I hope you enjoy the stream. Hang around. Thank you. Okay, let's just line up. Oh, too tight. Right, that's fine now. Alright. Chrono on. Nose wheel light to take off. Done. Christchurch traffic, New Zealand 384 departing runway 20, Christchurch traffic. EPR 1.05. Too much? Okay. Yes, it's the Fenix A320 with the IAE engines, but without the sharklets. Yeah. I think it's A320-200 IAE. Yeah. Turn off ice cream off, reload will be done off, but it's a nice aircraft. I'm happy with this buy. Although they could do a bit. Yeah, I mean, they could go on sale. The aircraft can go on sale from time to time, but they don't. They rarely do. But I'm happy. No complaints so far. Since we're about the clouds.
Welcome on board this service. Recommend you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times throughout the flight, even if the sign is turned on. Please take care when retrieving items from the arcade lock, as items may have shifted during takeoff. You find a copy of our flight magazine in your seatbelt, which is welcome to take this with you today. Shortly we'll be moving through the cabin on the flight service on the right. Snack accompanied by mineral water, freshly brewed tea and coffee. Snack choices today are the cookie time cookie, Mexican and pork chips on the bumper. And are welcome to use a large array of electronic devices. Use the click phones or in silent mode. Fantastic team working alongside me this morning. Yes.
8,800, 8,900, planning to be fast. These IAE engines are pretty powerful, and I've heard they're more fuel efficient than the CFM engines. Yeah, 10,000 feet. Landing lights go off. There we go. I'll just release the passengers, although they won't have much time to roam about, because you have the top of descent. So that's the top of climb, I think. And the top of descent is not far away. Yeah, just here. Taken off, we just took off 5 minutes ago. Let's have a look at the outside view, drone camera view. Quite overcast. Now I won't have time to prepare for my descent, so I'll just go over the destination data very quickly. We are currently flying the set. Have we done the set? Are you done with the set? Come on. Where are we? There's an aircraft. Yeah, here it is. So, back to the Fenix app. Qatar. Arrival Qatar 1005, 11, temperature 11. Okay, let's write it down. arrival temperature 11, runway winds, surface winds 170 at 3 knots. Climb phase, cruise phase, destination, descent phase, and 1005, temperature 11, 170, 03. I need to get the barrel and the all clear, yeah, all the, we've got a minute. This is the set means. There we go. That's that. ILS 34. Need to get the minimums. I think it's going to be let's do 450. Let's do 450. So 450 days. Speeder at Nida. Yeah. So lateral revision. And that's vertical revision. Lateral revision. Yeah, and I have to go to vertical revision. And yeah, why is it not 250 knots? Well, it means 256. That's better. Oh yeah, QNH barometer to standard. And we're at the top of climb, we're at cruise altitude, yippee! And oh, I didn't book terrain on B. Destination data entered. I forgot one thing. The go around. The go around should be like 3,000 feet NSA. Engine out. 3,000 feet. hope I got that right. Right. 340. 160. So flight fix info. Radius 55. WN 34. Radius 10. There we go. Fix it for done. Just let me check the radar page. Course is 340 minus 3. Good. Do we have an ATC online? No ATC. We have the skies to ourselves. Beautiful country. I'm going to descend at 20 nautical miles before the TOD or top of descent. So let's prepare the lights. This.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are moving toward the area of the Charles we are as altitude. Please remain seated with your seatbelt up. Thank you.
earlier it would be a short cruise. So there you go, descending. Bumpy ride, turbulence. feet of descending. A bit high. Quite high. Okay. 105. 105. Speeds went down. Wellington traffic, New Zealand 3 and 4, passing flight level 110 for flight level 20. Wellington traffic. Ten 10,000 feet, landing lights are on. Might have done these on also. Quite high, quite high. I'm just going to pull out the speed brake. The spoilers. Reduced to 240 knots. Not in the climb. Okay. Very sensitive the dents on this aircraft. And my throttle, my hardware throttle is like not that new. There's a lot of noise. The Fenix doesn't like such throttles, like there should be a dead zone for or damp now. Should be on the wish list. Even the slightest of touch on my throttle can move it away from the detents. Alright. 9,000 feet. Almost. Looks like nobody's watching. LS push button on, LS push button on. More drag, here we go, more drag. Come on out and accelerate. There we go, decelerating. Green dot speed coming up. Localizer captured. Wellington traffic, New Zealand 384 on 10-mile final for runway 34. Wellington traffic. Might as well start there before I do that. Flaps 1. Hit this throttle. Okay. That's
2,500.
Start the recording. Why is it going to 200? This is going to be close. Okay. Go down. Auto brake, medium. I did not perform the landing performance or calculations, so well, I've been to this airport before. I know medium brakes will be fine. Yeah, there we go. Flaps full, spoilers armed. Flaps full. Wellington traffic, New Zealand 384, 4-mile final, runway 34. Wellington traffic. And now I need some concentration. We have a tailwind of 534 knots. Okay.
1,000.
Alright. This is going to be tough. Oh yeah. Missed approach altitude. Swaying left to right.
Hundred above. Minimum.
Continue. Let's hope I can make this work.
One 100. 50. 40. 30. Retard.
This is stored. Spoilers disarmed. We'll vacate here.
For your further safety, you must remain seated with your seatbelt fastened. We have positioned at the terminal and the seatbelt sign has been switched off. Ensure to take care when retrieving items from the overhead lockers. Items may have moved during the flight. Now, welcome to use the transmitting functions on the electronic devices. When you're leaving the aircraft this morning, please ensure to take all your personal belongings with you. Have a good check of your seat pocket and surrounding area before you leave your seat. Using stairs to disembark the aircraft this morning, so please take extra care and make full use of the handrails provided. Ensure you follow the marked path through to the terminal, and a reminder our electronic devices, including cameras, must not be used on the tarmac area. On behalf of your captain and all of your Auckland-based Airbus crew, I'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with Air New Zealand on the Star Alliance network. Those of you returning home, a very warm welcome home. Here for business or leisure, we hope you have a fantastic time. Take care, safe travels. We look forward to seeing you next time you choose to fly. Thank you and good morning. Thank you, Te Anō.
On GSX. Let's go. Let's not wait for the follow me. Stuck. It's loading. Go down. There it is. Let's go with the follow me. Taxi Alpha. Here's 13. Flaps are up, cleaning up done. Yeah, we can put away flight directors and the landing system. And I forgot everybody. Welcome to Wellington. We're in the North Island of New Zealand. Nice scenery. Slow down, slow down. Come on, move, move, move. That's the spot. For some reason it's not moving. Here it is, 13. Yep, there it is. And the catering truck just had to come at this time. There's a stop here. Alright, stop the replay. Stop the recording. And time for the replay. Alright, that was it. A flight from Christchurch to Wellington. I hope everybody enjoyed, and if you did, please leave a like, and if you already haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and do rate my landing in the comments, and until next time, bye bye.